Yes, I know what the answer is going to be, but I was just showing you how to solve it. So if I had 6 inches equals how many feet? So if I've got 6 inches, I need to go from inches to feet. That's from small to big, so you divide. So I'm going to look at it. This is just the easiest way for me to explain why this is the way it is. If you're looking at, I know that it takes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 inches make 1 foot. Yes? Yes. So if I have 1 inch, so this is 6 times 1 inch. Yes? Yes. And I need to go to, I'm going from inches to feet. You see that I'm having to go from inches to feet.
Yes.
1 inch. 1 inch is 1/12 of a foot. You with me? So now I just do the math. This is how you do the small to big divide. You're turning your unit into a fraction. So whatever your conversion number is going to be, you just flip it and turn it into a fraction. Whatever it's going to be. So if I'm doing 24 hours, it would be 1/24. If it's 16 ounces, it's 1/16. If it's 60 minutes, 1/60th. So whatever it is, you flip it and you make it a fraction so you can divide.
So will your numerator always be 1?
Because you're doing 1 times whatever the number is in front of it. 1 inch out of the foot. Yes.
So we're going to try how many, like when you're doing that, how many squares you do, that's when you made it, like,
I don't know what, because you started mumbling. Now I work it. 6 times 1/12. What is 6 times 1/12? 6 times 1, 6. 1 times 12, 12. 6/12, which is 1/2 of a foot. So you did get the answer. 6 inches. I mean, really, 6 inches is 1/2 of a foot. That one was really easy. You guys already knew that. You're like, 6 inches. Oh, that's 1/2 a foot. You knew it already. You should have. 6 is 1/2 of 12. So if I have 15 inches, it's really the same thing. Some of this stuff, if you use your numbers, you use what you know about reasonable answers. 15 inches. So I'm going to break this one apart a little bit. Again, 15 times, I'm going to do 1 inch. 1 inch. So 1 inch is how much of a foot? 1/12 of a, remember? 1/12 of a foot. So it's 15 times 1/12 of a foot. Are you following what I'm doing? Where's your piece of paper, Madison Dunning? Come on. So now that I've got this, can I work it? Yes. So can you work it and tell me how much 15 inches is? Yes, you can. You sure can. I know you guys can do that one. I know Logan's already worked it. Logan, overachiever. Marlon, are you asking me a question or are you telling me the answer? What is the question?
So you have 1 inch
of a foot.
Okay,
Yes. 1 inch is 1/12 of a foot because it takes 12 inches to make a foot. So what is, if I were going from feet to yards, what is 1 foot? Feet to yards. Nope. Feet to yards, what is 1 foot?
12 inches? How many inches would it be?
Oh my gosh. I was doing that with the ones who were still working. What is 1 foot? To yards. Why? Where y'all giving me inches? You see inches anywhere in there?
Right 12 inches.
You see inches?
Right there.
This is something totally different. I was just throwing that out there for the people who are still working this. This was something different. I was so distracted by 12 inches. I couldn't hear it over 12. I kept hearing 12, 12, 12. All I could hear was 12, 12, 12. I know.
So
3 feet make a yard.
Yeah.
1 foot is 1/3 of a yard. Because 3 feet make a yard. OMG. Okay. So back to this problem that hopefully people are now finished. 15 times 1 is 15. 1 times 12 is 12. Improper. Do not leave it like that. 12 goes into 15 one time with a remainder of 3 over 12. Woo! 1 and 1/4. Can be simplified. So, if I really paid attention to my reasonable answer, if there are 12 inches in a foot and I have 15 inches, 15 inches is more than a foot. It'll go an entire foot and then 3 more. Lee, you're looking kind of grumpy. What? Oh, okay. I was making sure that, because you had like the, I hate this face. Okay, just making sure I wasn't like, that it was you making your head explode and not me making your head explode. Okay. Are you going to survive? Okay. Just checking, because I hate it when my head hurts too. So we'll both be miserable together. We are just both just right there. Twins in misery. Okay. So, oh, y'all just stop. All right. So, but if you look at this, 15, we've already got 12. You see how you should be able to get that is a reasonable answer. 12 goes into 15. You're already getting 1 whole. Let's spin this page. 24 ounces. OZ is ounces. These abbreviations you need to learn because they're not going to spell out these words for you. OZ is ounces to pounds. How many ounces are in a pound? 16. So if you have 24 times 1 ounce, how much of a pound is that? We're going from small to big. Oh my holy Lord, I've got to go from ounces to pounds. I have not converted anything yet. I'm going, what? No. 1 ounce is how much of a pound? 1 ounce.
1/16 of a pound.
1/16. Those who have not been paying attention, it's obvious. I don't know where you get 2 at all. There's no 2. 1 ounce is 1/16. It takes 16 ounces to make 1 pound. If you have only 1 ounce, that's 1/16 of the pound. Yes, no? Now work it. Logan, let other people work it before you keep sticking your hand in these. No. Okay. So 24 times 1 is 24. 1 times 16 is 16. 24 divided by 16. 16 goes into 24 once, with a remainder of 8 over 16, which is 1 and 1 pound. 1.5 pounds.
So did you get that far? You got 2 steps. I got the red step. I did. Not the green to the other bit, but the last 2 of them.
You got that right.
Yes.
Then how did you get that one?
I took the 8 as the green.
Then I am OMG. Okay. So 7 inches is how much of a foot? 13 inches is how much of a foot? 5 ounces is how much of a pound? 18 ounces is how much of a pound? So 7 times my 1 inch. Now I'm really breaking this down and I'm really putting in more steps. You don't have to do all of these steps. I'm putting them in there. You don't have to do them. Okay? You don't have to do this. I'm just showing that it's 7 times 1 inch. I'm turning my 1 inch. 1 inch is how much of a foot?
1/12.
1 inch is 1/12 of a foot. If it takes 12 inches to make a foot, and I'm going from small to big, divide, take that unit, flip it, turn it into a fraction.
7.
So I had to flip it so I could divide it. 7 times my fraction. Tell me you're going to take some notes on this in that notebook you got out. All right. 7/12 of a foot. Can that be simplified at all?
No.
No. 7 is prime and 7 can't go into 12. 13 times my 1 inch. 1 inch is how? 1 inch is how much of a foot?
1/12.
1/12. 13 times my 1/12. 13 times 1 is 13. 1 times 12 is 12. Improper. You cannot leave it. So 12 goes into 13 once. 1 times 12 is 12. So it's 1 and 1/12. It's 1 foot with 1 inch left over out of the 12. 1 and 1/12 of a foot. So it's 13 inches. And if you pay attention to what you know about measurement, 13 inches is really just 1 inch more than a foot. Right? I mean, Abby came up, she was like, I know that that's just a little bit more. And so then it kind of made it a little bit harder for you to solve it because what you knew about measurement, right? You're like, I already know that that's more. And it made it harder for you because you really didn't made it hard. So I was like, just take what you know about how to solve it. 1 and a 12. 1 and an inch. An inch is a 12. Okay. Did you have a question, Marlon?
Would it be wrong to have 1 over 13 or
Yes. Because 13 is not my denominator. Why would you have 1 over 13?
I don't know, I did it right first.
Because you wouldn't have 1 over 13. Because it's 13 over 1. 13 is a whole number. So it would be incorrect to do 1 over 13. 5 ounces. So 5 times just 1 ounce. 1 ounce is how much of a pound?
116.
It's 16 ounces make a pound. 1 ounce is
116.
1/16 of a burn it. I'm getting real sick of that. 1 ounce is 1/16 of a pound. So 5 over 1 times 1/16. It's kind of slowly getting easier a little bit. Okay. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 16 is 16. Can you simplify that? Nope. 5/16 of a pound.
Yeah.
The main thing that you're really going to have to pay attention to the next time we do this is, are we going big to small or small to big? That's the next one that we do. You're really going to have to pay attention, because when we flip-flop, some people just get kind of number happy and just throw operations in there and don't pay attention. And that's what's going to get you. 18 times my 1 ounce. So 1 ounce is how much of a pound? 1/16. 18. Hello. 18 over 1. 18 times 1 is 18. 1 times 16 is 16. Improper. 16 goes into 18 once. 1 times 16 is 16. 8 minus 6 is 2. 1 and 2. 16.
Yeah.
2. 1 and 1 8
1/8.
of a pound.
I wrote 1/8, but I said 1/16.
Oh my gosh. 1 and 1 8.